Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new here, hi, I'm Shannon. Now, I don't want this video to be hateful and I don't want to shame vegetarians, but instead I want this to be an education video. Take this information as an education to learn something new. Yeah, I just want to help. I want to educate you, make you aware of maybe a few things that you weren't aware of. Through no fault of your own, you just weren't told. So yeah, do with this video what you will. So let's start. The difference between vegetarians and vegans. So vegetarians, there's lots of different types of vegetarians, but I'm just going to talk about, forget about pescatarian and blah 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 because that's just irrelevant. But okay, full on vegetarian is they don't eat meat, they don't eat fish, okay? They do eat dairy and eggs. That is like the basic definition of like a standard vegetarian. But vegans, we don't eat any animal products at all. So vegetarians just avoid animal flesh, but they still eat their byproducts. But vegans, we don't eat any animal products at all, nothing that an animal has been enslaved or taken advantage of for. So we don't eat meats, obviously. We don't eat eggs, we don't eat dairy, we don't eat honey, we don't eat gelatin, and some food colourings that like locusts have been crushed into or something. Nothing, no animal products at all. So I just thought I'd start off the video by just clearing that up in case if you're not vegan or vegetarian you might not know what either are, or if you're just vegetarian you might not be aware of what vegan is, or vice versa, you know? I just thought I'd say that anyway. So, first of all, like, I want to praise vegetarians, like, well done. It's a good thing that you're vegetarian, so like, well done for making an effort and not eating meat. Like, you have made a connection that not many people in this world have been able to do yet. Like, presumably you have realised that eating animals is wrong, so eating the corpses of brutally slaughtered sentient animals is absurd and gross. So while this is absolutely great, like, thumbs up, well done. And obviously it's better than eating the standard American diet, which is the diet that like most of the world is slowly adhering to. Like, it's just spreading, everyone's adopting this Western diet of junk food and tons of meat and dairy. While this is great that you're vegetarian and that you're not eating animals' flesh, you are unfortunately still contributing to a tremendous amount of suffering. Like, not only to the animals, but to your health and to the environment. So, sorry, my voice. So, let's talk dairy. That creamy, pus-filled white stuff that at some point we all claim to be addicted to. But cheese, chocolate, ice cream. The dairy industry is the meat industry. Like, the meat industry thrives off your demand for dairy. So, if you don't know exactly how dairy comes about, how milk, let's talk about milk, that's a great example. The milk industry and milk cows are one of the many animals that I really do feel so sorry for. Like, my heart just bleeds for them, like all the pain and the suffering and the trauma that they go through in their lives. You would not want to be a dairy cow, trust me. So basically, your life as a dairy cow, so you're obviously born and you're taken onto a dairy farm. As soon as you can have babies, basically, you are artificially inseminated, aka raped. So the farmer will take some sperm from a male cow called a bull, and he'll take the sperm from the bull, and with his hands he'll put on a big glove and he will shove it up the cow's vagina to artificially inseminate her. So that is rape, that is brutal. Imagine you were the cow, would you like someone to do that for you? To impregnate you like that? I don't think you would somehow. So yeah. And so obviously that has to be done because a lot of people think that dairy cows produce milk all year round, that they're just born producing milk. Well, no, that doesn't happen. Like us humans, females, we only produce breast milk when we're pregnant, and that is for no other reason than to feed our baby. And that's the same with cows, same with all animals. There's no animal that produces breast milk all year round for the fun of it, because that's just silly. Why would you be producing milk from your body when there's no one there to drink it? So yeah, so they're artificially inseminated, raped, so that they have a cow, and then whenever they give birth to the cow, they start lactating and producing the milk for it. But the cow often doesn't get any of that milk. More often than not, they won't get any of that milk because the farmer, as soon as the cow or the calf is a couple of days old, they will snatch the calf away, they'll drag it and put it in like a completely different field or a completely different barn, dark space, take it away from the mother so that the calf isn't drinking that milk that was meant for the little calf anyway, but so that the farmer can steal the milk. That cow, mother cow that has went through so much in her pregnancy and spent hours giving birth to a baby that was snatched away from her, now gets hooked up to milk machines for the next couple of months to drain her of her milk supplies, and that milk is then cartoned, bottled, whatever, for you. That's what you're drinking. Rape milk. Wahey. Suffering milk. And a lot of times milk is not clean. It might be pasteurised, but pasteurised means that the bacteria is dead. There's still bacteria, but the cells are just dead. And bacteria, I mean, like 90% of cows on their nipples and their udders, they get mastitis, which is an infection, all crusty and pus comes out and stuff, which is in the milk, and that's why it has to be pasteurised, because of mastitis. So, yeah. And that will just go on and on. Like, it doesn't happen once in a cow's life. Once they have had that baby, once they've been milked dry, the process will then go on. They'll be artificially inseminated again, and then they'll have the baby, and then it'll go on and on and on until they can't get pregnant and they can't produce milk anymore. Then they will be slaughtered for beef. So then you're going to eat that cow whose milk you've been taking for years. Then you're going to eat them, okay? And also, if the mother cow gives birth to a female calf, then the female calf, is destined to be a dairy cow and live the same horrible, traumatic, sad life that the mother did. But if she gives birth to a male cow, unless it is a special species of bull who the farmer wants, as a sperm donor kind of thing, which is very rare, or for a really good steak or something like that. But yeah, male calves are used for veal. Veal is a very expensive specialty kind of meat which comes from very, very young male cows. So that's what I mean by the dairy industry is the meat industry. You buying dairy is supporting the meat industry. If you're vegetarian, is that your beliefs? Is that in line with your beliefs? Do you still think it's right? Because maybe you genuinely didn't know this, and that's fine. So also health and dairy, they cannot be side by side. Dairy is basically all fat. There's very few nutrients that our body needs from dairy that can't be easily obtained from other sources. Like dairy it's just not nutritious. People, like whenever you think of milk and dairy, obviously people always think calcium. Dairy is the only source of calcium. Where on earth am I going to get my calcium from if I don't eat milk? If I don't drink milk, if I don't eat cheese? Well, there's calcium in lots of things. Green vegetables, like there's a whole, like oranges. Bet you didn't know they were high in calcium. Yes. So that argument is just irrelevant. But also, dairy is known to cause a lot of health problems. There's been studies done, correlations between dairy and cancer, and the most well-known one, and like I have experienced this, loads of people have experienced this, but when you cut out dairy, acne diminishes. Yes. Like my skin, I still have quite bad skin now. You can't really see it because I've got makeup on today, but dairy and acne, dairy causes acne because of all the hormones in dairy. If you think about it, acne is caused by an imbalance of hormones mostly, if it's not hygiene. Like it's very rare that acne is caused by poor hygiene, but more often than not it's caused by hormones. And as if female body, especially females, your body produces loads of hormones around that time of the month. It's always up and down, and then you add in another animal's hormones into your body. 1 second. And obviously that completely will mess up your hormones even more and give you even more acne. So, yeah. And also there is a lot of dairy alternatives, vegan dairy alternatives for everything, like plant milks, cheeses, chocolate, yogurts, ice cream. Yes, even ice cream. You don't miss out on anything. It's not restrictive. You don't need to miss out on anything if you cut out dairy. There's vegan alternatives for absolutely everything. You can have pizza, you can have sweets, you can have anything you want, okay? Just with no cruelty. Vegan is zero cruelty. Vegetarian is a little bit less cruelty. I'm just saying it how it is. Like, I don't mean to attack vegetarians. I don't want this to be a video. Camera just fell. I don't want this to be a video, I'll just hold it because I'm nearly finished, but I don't want this to be a video shaming vegetarians or saying, oh, you're not doing enough, you need to do this, blah blah blah. But I just thought I'd let you know, because I have this information. I was like omnivore. I wasn't vegetarian at all in my life. I've never been vegetarian in my life. I just went straight from omnivore to veganism, and I just thought I'd give you the facts. So yeah, hope you liked this video. Thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. So yeah, see you in the next video.